Hello and welcome to the open meeting of Autistic Association, sponsored by me, because Autistic Radio and Autistic Association are projects worth investing in. The first thing we have to think about today is our annual general meeting, which we've completed. Our accounts are ratified and they have been filed. We also now have the go-ahead to put the annual report in with Oscar. So everything's up to date here. Secondly, we have the option of a co-production with the Positive Support Group. Previously, we spoke with the Positive Support Group and we heavily criticised their procedures, and they took that information on board, and now they wish to come back to Autistic Radio as a group using our Autistic Radio model of equity and communication to show us that they have listened and adapted. I'm asking the group now if they wish to continue this process. We have 5 of the trustees here, and I think that's a good reflection of what the membership will feel.
Just to comment that I'm in full support of that and I look forward to it. I think even though it's been quite challenging in many ways in terms of what we've talked about, how difficult some of it is, it's very worthwhile and it's worth doing. So I'm happy for that. I support it.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes to this on the basis of that, we were really harsh last time and we were very critical, but at the same time, even after that, they must have found some of that very useful because they've come back a second time and asked us to continue. So in that kind of spirit of, okay, let's go, I think, it would be good for us to just continue as we were, have a little look and see what they want from us this time.
So with those comments, I will send an email over and we'll get something organised with the Positive Support Group. The third thing we need to look at has just come in, and it's the Autscape organisation, which is an entirely autistic charity that runs an annual in-person and online conference for autistic people. In the past, we haven't been lucky enough to be chosen to present, but we have been contacted by Heta from the organisation asking for our advertising terms and rates. We have been free of charge telling people about Autscape, and we always make sure that just before the Autscape in person happens that we spend some time to publicise what they're doing. I wonder if we would like to take up an offer of a lightning talk in February, very short notice, which will be online, and I can't see anything from our side against it. Is there any comments from anybody on that?
Lightning talks that I've seen have been quite good, but they really are involving a lot of different organisations, and I think that's a good place to maybe be. Of course, we're going to need a good speaker for that because I think you're limited in time. So you really need to get your points over and be a good vocal performer. So I'm kind of in support of that.
I'm in total support. The short notice, but then Jill just tells us about the short notice. When about it is in February, but apart from that, I'm very open to it because the things that we've done in the past, that yourself, Jules, has been involved and we've all been involved in, has been very beneficial.
Yeah, I think this is enough at the moment. I'm going to read out a draft email that I have. Dear Heta, following our weekly board meeting today, the trustees have asked me to express thanks for your reaching out to us. They are keen to add support to Autscape in any way you choose. There is limited time to prepare, however, we have experience of pulling things together at short notice for other conference opportunities. We are offering free of charge, 1, a series of mentions in the coming weeks during our live broadcast, which will also appear in the podcast edits, Harry's Spectrum Voices, the 555 every Sunday. 2, the opportunity for a short edited podcast in our Short Introductions to series, which we will publish in time for the listeners to involve themselves in Autscape. We will then provide links to this for you to share on social media as you wish. 3. A presentation describing our development of Backstage. This is a new peer-led autistic space from Autistic Radio. In this, we would like to describe the principles we are using to create our version of a safe, accessible space. Feedback and discussion will be very welcome. 4. Optionally, we have a presentation on the Autistic Radio model of engagement with professionals. This is 3 years old now and established. The reason this fits the conference theme is because we create an autistic-led space that requires the external professional to adapt to our needs rather than the other way around. Creating an autistic space where non-autistic people are required to work with our communication differences is one of our main activities. Our charity has adopted the aim of creating equity in communication. Please let me know if any of this is valued by the conference organisers. The one practical consideration we need is related to timing. I am currently 5.5 hours ahead of GMT, and so I'm asking that we do things in the morning to make sure that you guys can be available, and so can I, rather than doing it at midnight.
Full support of that. I'm happy with that email.
Yeah, that's good. Keep it open to feedback, because sometimes I get the impression that some of these things can just be general mail shots with no further contact involved. So it's good to prompt that.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with all of that. So yeah, I think we should go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with all of that.
Wow, we've got an organisation here with unanimity. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the recording now and thank those at home listening to our machinations, and perhaps you'll consider joining us here at Autistic Radio and Autistic Association to push us in the direction that you want to see us going.
We speak. Our words. We listen.
We speak. Our words. We listen.
We speak. Our words. We listen.
We speak. Our words. We listen.